You know that feeling when your favorite app just keeps getting more complicated? In the tech world, we usually think progress means adding more stuff, more features. But today, we're looking at a pretty fascinating story where the biggest new feature was actually taking something away. Let's dive in. So take a look at this. On the left, we've got Calibre, a really well-loved tool that just got some new AI features. And on the right, something called Clubre, which is, for all intents and purposes, the exact same tool, but with one massive difference. All those new AI features have been purposefully ripped out. So why on earth would somebody go through all that effort? To get that, you first have to understand the original. All right, so let's talk about Calibre. If you have any kind of digital library, you've probably heard this name. It's basically a legend in that world, an open source, totally free powerhouse for managing all your ebooks. For years, people have called it the Swiss Army knife for ebooks. And honestly, they're not wrong. If you need to do something, anything with a digital book, chances are Calibre can handle it. It's built up this huge, loyal fan base simply because it's just so incredibly useful. And when I say useful, I am not exaggerating. I mean, just look at this list. You can view books, you can convert them to pretty much any format imaginable, you can even edit the content inside. It catalogs your whole library, grabs cover art from the web, talks to your Kindle, you can even download news and turn it into your own custom ebook. It's the whole shebang. And this chart here, it kind of puts things into perspective. This isn't just some little app somebody cooked up over a weekend. We're talking about a massive, complex piece of software built over years by volunteers all over the world. It's a huge undertaking. Okay, so you've got this incredibly powerful, does-everything tool that everybody loves. So why in the world would you create a new version by taking features out? It sounds kind of backward, right? Well, that brings us to the star of our show today, Calibre. And here it is, straight from the horse's mouth. The creator's mission is crystal clear. The entire reason this thing exists is to strip out the AI. That's it. No fluff. The whole point is to get rid of the AI features. It's a very deliberate choice. So how'd they do this? It's through something in the software world called a fork. And the recipe analogy is perfect, really. It's like you take the original recipe, in this case Calibre's source code, you make your own copy, and now you're free to mess with it. You can take out an ingredient you don't like without changing the original recipe for anyone else. And this is the key thing to wrap your head around. Calibre isn't trying to win you over by adding some flashy new gimmick. Its entire selling point, its main feature, is the absence of a feature. It's just Calibre, but without the AI. And that, well, that opens up a much bigger conversation. You have to wonder, is this just about one developer and one app? Or could this be a little signal of a much bigger feeling among tech users? You know, maybe a bit of AI fatigue starting to set in. It's a totally fair question, isn't it? I mean, we're constantly being told that AI makes everything better, faster, and smarter. So why would anyone actively choose to get rid of it in a tool they use all the time? Well, when you think about it, there are actually a bunch of really good reasons. Maybe it's just wanting a simpler tool that does its job without all the extra bells and whistles. Or you could be worried about performance. Is this new AI thing going to slow my computer down? For some folks, it's about control. They want to be in the driver's seat, not an algorithm. It's all about avoiding that software bloat and just keeping things focused. You could almost see what's happening here as a kind of quiet little rebellion. As it feels like every single product is in a rush to add AI, some users are starting to stand back and ask, wait a second, do I really need this here? And this whole situation, it's just a fantastic showcase for one of the coolest ideas in technology, the power of open source software. In fact, this story literally wouldn't be possible without it. Think about it. With most software, you get what you're given. If a big company adds a feature you hate, well, tough luck, you're pretty much stuck with it. But because Calibre is open source, its blueprints are out there for everyone to see, copy, and change. It means you don't have to settle for a one-size-fits-all solution. The whole process is actually beautiful in its simplicity. You have a great tool that exists, a user somewhere decides, hey, I wish this was a little different. And because they can, they just go and create their own version that's perfect for them. So really, the big takeaway here is that the story of Clubre isn't just about an ebook app. It's a perfect example of having a real choice. It's about having the power to actually shape the tools you use every day and to choose simplicity in a world that just keeps getting more complex. And that leaves us with this one big question to chew on. As AI gets woven into pretty much every app we use, what's the real value of choosing less? What's the worth of a tool that proudly offers absolutely nothing extra. It's definitely something to think about.